Now that you have GPS data collection and some map building skills under your belt, you are probably asking yourself, how can I navigate back to certain points in my map? PC-GIS provides the functionality to use GPS for navigation. As not many people use a Windows tablet with a built-in or external GPS device for outdoor activities, we will discuss this subject by using the iCMTGIS Pro app on an iOS device. iCMTGIS Pro provides the Point Stakeout and Line Stakeout functions to help you navigate to a specific point location or along a predefined route. These stakeout functions are also provided by our Stakout iCMT app. Therefore, if you are using iCMTGIS 2 or iGPS-GIS 2, you could procure the inexpensive Stakout iCMT app to add this capability when high accuracy results are not required. You can set up your app to alert you when you get close to the navigation target. To do so, select GPS, and then select Stakout Setup. The tolerance value is for specifying the range around the target within which your presence will activate an alert. If you mark the checkbox for display message, then when you are inside the target tolerance range, the target message will flash on the screen. If you mark the checkbox for target beep, then when you are inside the target tolerance range, beeps will be sounded. You must activate GPS before you can access the Point Stakeout function. Point Stakeout involves navigating toward a known destination point, as in geocaching. Basically, you inform your iCMTGIS Pro of one or more target locations, and let the app guide you toward each target. Such targets are often referred to as waypoints. You could use the Point Stakeout function in conjunction with GPS to help you get to any individual point or node on your map. This means that this function could be used to stake out a boundary line if you are using an accurate GPS device. After finding a desired location, you may stake it and store its coordinates. The accuracy of the stakeout will depend on the accuracy of the GPS receiver used. Keep in mind, though, that GPS elevation errors are usually twice or 3 times as large as the horizontal position errors. After turning GPS on, tap the GPS menu icon again, and select Point Stakeout. With the cursor in the Target feature field, tap on the target point, line or area feature of interest. Or, you may tap the Browse button to select a target feature ID in the active topic. You may select any existing feature as the navigation target. If the selected feature is a line or area, you can specify which node you would like to stake out. Simply enter the desired node number, or tap the little right arrow button to change the node number to the next node in the line or area feature. You could tap the logo icon to disable feature selection, so as to return to the normal touchscreen mode. Make sure you tap this icon again to turn it on before selecting a feature for stakeout. In the antenna height field, enter the height of your antenna above the ground. This will be taken into consideration in computing the elevation. The antenna height for stakeout work will default to the value you entered in the GPS setup section. What you enter in the stakeout screen is a temporary value that will not be kept when you end the stakeout function. If you have not yet specified the settings for stakeout, you can click the Settings button on the Point Stakeout screen to do so. When you change the tolerance value, you will see the target tolerance circle around the target change in size. When you get within the warning range that you set for the target waypoint, beeps will be sounded and the warning message will be displayed. In the Point Stakeout screen, the bullseye symbol indicates the target node. An indicator showing the direction to reach the target is overlaid on top of your current position, and is shown as a blue triangle. The red arrow in the GPS marker indicates your direction of motion. To reach the target, start moving in the direction of the target, so that the red arrow aligns with the blue arrow. Alternatively, follow the directions displayed by the app, such as go north 15.5 feet and east 20.45 feet. The app will report your GPS position in relation to the target location. Bearing or azimuth is the direction from your GPS location to the specified target stake point or node. Range is the direct distance from the GPS location to the target stake point or node. Cut or fill is the difference in elevation from the current location to the target stake point or node. Cut indicates that your current position is higher than the target. Fill indicates that your current position is lower than the target. After you have successfully reached your target location, you can drive a stake into the ground at this location. Tap the Save Result icon to store the GPS position as a stake point. In the following example, the checkbox for Display Message was initially not marked. Therefore, when the target was reached, only the beeps are sounded. After the checkbox for Display Message was marked, then the target message flashes on the screen when you approach the target.
How would I stake out a set of points in a given order?
You would first create a line feature by joining the points in the desired order. And then the Point Stakeout function will help you visit each node on the line feature in the prescribed order.
Okay. After you finish watching this video, you could go outside and see if the app can guide you back to the park in which you did your Field Session 2 exercise. Select a picnic table as your point target and see how close to the target your GPS system can take you. You must activate GPS before you can access the Line Stakeout function. You can use Line Stakeout to find your position relative to a line feature or the boundary of an area feature. You can stake and store the location. This function will come handy when you need to blaze a trail across thickets, or to lay out pipelines where landmark references are lacking. You could also use this function to help you find the stakes on the boundary of your property. The accuracy of the stakeout will depend on the accuracy of the GPS receiver used. After turning GPS on, tap the GPS menu icon again and select Line Stakeout. Select the line feature, or area feature, for the Line Stakeout. Select or enter the From node, and the To node, on the target line or area feature. If you are interested in the direct line between the beginning and ending nodes, then select Direct for the mode field. In most cases, we are interested in the line segment along the line or area feature. Therefore, we will select Path. The target for Line Stakeout is the projection of your GPS position on the selected line segment. As you move along in the vicinity of the line or area feature, you will see information displayed about your position relative to the target line segment. Such information will not be displayed if your position cannot be projected onto the target line segment. The first stakeout location on the target line segment is called the initial station. enter the distance of this initial station from the from node. If the first stakeout location happens to be the same as the from node, then the initial station is 0. Station is the distance between the from node and the target. This number increases as you move along the selected line feature or area feature. The range field shows your perpendicular distance from the line segment, that is, the distance between your GPS and the target. Therefore, if you wish, you could use the Line Stakeout function to help ensure that you are always moving parallel to a line or a boundary and staying away from it at the desired distance. Distance is the difference between the initial station and the station. Cut or fill is the difference in elevation from the GPS location to the target. Cut indicates that your current position is higher than the target. Fill indicates that your current position is lower than the target. To store the current GPS position as a stake point, tap once on the Save Result icon. Suppose you found out that you lost your watch while logging the path in the park. You could select that path as the target for Line Stakeout, and have your GPS system help you retrace that path to look for the watch. Set the app to issue the target beeps or the target message as long as you stay on course, within the tolerance distance. This brings our PC-GIS training session to a conclusion. I hope you've enjoyed working with our PC-GIS app and the PC-GIS software program. Please review and practice the skills you have acquired through this training program, so you'll be ready to take on your own GPS featuring tasks with confidence. Thank you.